on the very first day, I walked into the classroom. Everyone was running around like crazy. There were some little girls, and I asked one of them if they wanted to be my friend. She said, "No, I am a puppy." I knew right then and there that these next 6 years were going to be pretty interesting. I figured, oh, this is going to be so much fun. Boy, was I wrong. I mean, as Miss Fletcher would say, don't get me wrong. I have had many fun days here at school, but getting up at 7 o'clock every morning isn't a great start to the day, if you know what I mean. Anyways, kindergarten was very fun. Taking naps, baking cookies, going on field trip. Oh, and that reminds me of one especially. Once we went to the aquarium, and let me just say, I didn't know penguins were so attracted to humans. I mean, when I say that, the penguins, they were trying to kiss me. At least that's what I like to think. I mean, when you were little, you think a lot of things, like thinking it is the end of the world. When your Humpty Dumpty is flipped over once, and you have to stand on the wall for 5 minutes. I mean, I don't think I was that bad of a kid in kindergarten. The only time that I can remember getting in trouble is when Olivia Groves brought her baby alive to school, and we played with it in the back. Miss Thompson, our kindergarten teacher, came and took it up. And we had to stand on a bench for 5 minutes. And let me just say, the baby wasn't the only thing crying that day. And before I knew it, I was going to the 1st grade. So to start 1st grade, I remember I thought I was all cool and everything, because I had already been in my 1st year of school. Well, could I have been any more wrong? I mean, 2nd out of 13 years? I was only in 1st grade. Give me a break. Anyways, when I found out I had Miss Stone, I was quite thrilled. Everyone had told me about how awesome she was. One of the few things I do remember about 1st grade is that we went to the Space Center in Huntsville, Alabama. We rode the space rocket ride, and when we got back, we had our first of many parades where we had to dress up like an astronaut. I remember I had begged my mom to get me that astronaut helmet, and it worked. So I wore that and a space costume made of tinfoil. Is that even safe? I also remember how we used to play on the playground, and I still have the visual of little Melanie running around in a fluffy pink dress. Mel, I see you rolled out one of your dresses again today. Before I could even blink, 2nd grade was in my near future. So to start 2nd grade, I was kind of getting the hang of this. I mean, this was my 3rd year, and I was halfway there. I was beginning to realize that school wasn't all that it cracked up to be. So to start the year off, I had Miss Thomas. I hadn't heard much of her. Fact is, I hadn't heard much about 2nd grade. But one thing that I did hear about 2nd grade is that the famous American parade. I was Hillary Clinton. I had a briefcase. And do you want to hear my speech?
No.
Why not? I mean, I know it. Word for word. And little Jack, he was Elvis Presley. You're all thinking in your head, go figure. Am I right? I remember Miss Thomas had a little puppet theater, and we used to always play with puppets. We had many different puppets. My favorite was the hound dog. I don't exactly remember why, but I just did. 2nd grade was the 1st year I did TCAP. It didn't take long for me to realize that it was awful. I mean, I thought it was going to be easy sailing, no work, just take a test once a day. There's another episode where I was wrong. Again. I knew the next year I would be switching classes. You can't even imagine how grown up I felt. I mean, those people don't switch classes till they're in the 5th or 6th grade. Think about it. And soon enough, I was off to the 3rd grade. 3rd grade. Oh, 3rd grade. What wonderful times. I remember that is when I was starting to really get into the hang of things. And when I say that, I don't mean it like in 1st grade where I had just started school. I was beginning to learn some really cool things. This was the year I learned my times tables. Yay! I remember for some reason I had trouble with my 3s. When I say that, I missed one problem. You would have thought I was dying. I mean, times tables are a very serious thing, people. Also, so were parfait parties, which is what you get when you make all 100s. That is probably the reason I was really freaking out. This was the grade that I made my first C in, and no, it wasn't on my times tables. I also discovered that I wanted to be a teacher in the 3rd grade. Of course, we all know when you're little, your career choice changes about 1,000,000 times. I also learned how to play Foursquare. So, you all know how whenever you're playing Foursquare, you have to put your foot in the square to serve it when you're a king? Well, I thought you had to leave it in the whole time. So, it didn't take long for people to get me out when I was king. I had Miss Bagginstoss in the 3rd grade as my teacher. She was a magnificent teacher as well as all the other teachers. She taught me math, and that over in my times tables. The next year, I would have some awesome teachers as well. Soon enough, 4th grade came creeping up on me. I remember I had Mr. Lee for homeroom last year. I discovered a lot of things about Mr. Lee. One thing I discovered is that kid cracked me up. I had many interesting experiences with Mr. Lee, such as him throwing a certain student's belongings in the circular storage bin, also known as the trash can, not brushing my teeth because I didn't want to die from the fluoride. I mean, come on, people, I brush them now.
She still don't eat Little Debbie's.
Not eating Little Debbie's because I was afraid I would die from palm oil. And by the way, I still don't eat Little Debbie's. And making those very interesting projects out of recycled things. I also remember him and Miss Vogel playing dodgeball with us. The funny part is Miss Vogel played in stilettos. I mean, we all know she wears them almost every day.
Yes, she does.
Now that I'm thinking about 4th grade, I just remember in the 4th grade, I wasn't so great at English. I have to improve, but sometimes life can be interesting. In the 4th grade, I got my first tonic mark ever. Also in 4th grade, I joined the newspaper staff. I wasn't sure that I was going to like it too much. But again, I was wrong. I loved it. Before I knew it, I was going into my last year of elementary school. So, going into 5th grade was a little nerve-wracking because you know how the teachers are always saying, in 5th grade, you better be very good. You are the role models and everyone looks up to you. Well, think about that. I mean, that's kind of scary. I soon realized it wasn't all that bad. I soon, 5th grade was filled with many awesome things, like Rock Eagle. Rock Eagle was awesome. We were doing new things studies, dancing, hiking, eating the awesome food, having a night sensory class, learning about raptors, and so many other things. Rock Eagle wasn't the only field trip we took. Once we went to the Vaudeville Cafe, where we got to see Piper dance around in a fluffy red tutu. We had many fun yet strange projects for Miss Fletcher. Like one was where we had many options of things to do. One of them was to make a movie. So Olivia Evans, Skylar Linville, and I all made a mystery movie. You might be thinking, well, what about math? We did many interesting things in math too. Like just last week, we made a kite. That was very hard. Did I mention that we had 3 math teachers instead? Here. 2, and Miss Sainsbury. Miss Alva, please don't leave us. I have a few things that you should know about the 5th grade. Number 1, never yawn in class. Number 2, do not rear back on your chair. Number 3, never, whatever you do, never say can't in art.
Oh.
Number 4, bring odor eater foot spray to music class. And number 5, always wear your tennis shoes to PE. Things I'm going to miss about Big Ridge. Number 1, Buddy the Bulldog. Number 2, newspaper meetings at 7:30 in the morning. Number 3, sitting in bed thinking about what color hair Kayla Adelsberger might have tomorrow. Number 4, Fontes and Pinnell. I'm a Z, for goodness sake, leave me alone about it. Number 5, all of our wonderful teachers. Number 6, recess. Number 7, chorus. Number 9, conduct marks. Oh, I skipped number 8, sorry, that was number 8. Number 9. I'm going to miss all the friends that I will not be with next year. And number 10, the thing I will miss most about Big Ridge is hearing Miss Fletcher say, I will make you pay. Here at Big Ridge Elementary, and I'm going to miss this place and everyone here dearly. We, as the 5th grade, thank you for supporting us and helping us get through these past 6 years.